just love the drama.
Biggest U-turn since winter fuel allowance.
Cut that.
Because loose lips, sink ships.
And what the fans want is to stop teams being owned by madmen.
Listen, you're really making a mess here. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. We're getting really cross with you.
The sticky patch came when the rest of the team's sticky patch came, which was sort of January onwards.
Grumble, boobs joke, hot ones.
No, let me tell you, I don't have to look at this objectively at all.
The Wednesday week!
Put on your podcast!
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Wednesday week. Once again, Sheffield Wednesday tasted defeat in what's turning out to be probably a record-breaking season, and the resilience of the fans is nothing short of, well, needing to be applauded week in, week out, and we're going to endeavour to do that tonight. Joining me this evening, I've got Simon, Ash and Charlie. Everybody's looking rather festive apart from me. I'm absolutely letting the side down. Look at these. I've got Christmas jumpers, Christmas hats. Ash is looking very fancy.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I'd try.
Was it you that one day once grew a beard and put the baubles in it?
I did have lights, not baubles. I had lights in there, beard lights, and it's not quite long enough or big enough this year.
Charlie, are you jealous you can't grow a beard to put baubles in it?
Always, constantly. It's an endless source of disappointment in my life.
I'm constantly thinking about Ash's baubles. So listen, we played Ipswich at the weekend. The predictions weren't very optimistic. I feel like the word is to be used, and rightly so. And we should get into some of the talking points of the game. But let's talk about thoughts prior to the game, Simon. Last time out at Portman Road, we got spanked 6-0. This had the potential to be a repeat of history, didn't it?
Yeah, we're the club that keeps on giving to every team that plays us home and away. And out of the three teams that went down from the Premier League last season, it's Ipswich who are actually the team that look like they may well go back up, because Southampton and Leicester are struggling, and Ipswich are proving the team to be in form. So I think I went for a 4-0 and pleasantly surprised that it wasn't, because we only lost by 2 goals, I think, in the end, by 3-1, wasn't it? But yeah, looking at the league performance and everything, I thought this was just another 3 points against us. Will we make the 0? This is the question. Will we make 0?
You just never know. The optimist in me feels like we might get into plus points, but given the way the games seem to play out, you can't lose every single one. But then you look at Derby County in their Premier League season and you think, oh no, come on, man. I don't want to be a statistic, because the only thing that gets remembered is going to be the score, the points, rather than the mitigating circumstances around it, which is really upsetting. But we've had the first sensible comment of the evening from Jay Blog saying we played much better than that 6-0 game with a much worse side, which is actually genuinely correct. Chaz, I'm going to go into the lineup here again. It is what it is. Charles, Palmer, Iorfa, Cooper, Lowe, Amass, Ingleson, Bannon, J-Lo, McNeil and Cadamartri lead the line. Nothing really much to write home about there, really, is there?
No, it's every week we're like, there it is.
Yeah,
there's that lineup. I get it could be the slightly different lineup, but it is in fact the lineup. There's never going to be any surprises. Yeah, there's nothing to say, is there? And Cooper in that picture looks like he wants to cry, though. You know, it's like
yeah. You can see the pain in his eyes, can't you?
Absolute smiling through the pain.
He looks like he's regretting his life choices, doesn't he? In that photo,
it was taken at gunpoint. I think he looks miserable.
Yeah. But like Ike Ugbo is still on paternity leave. I don't think. Oh, he made the bench, didn't he? He got the bench, and that's where he's lucky to be there, as far as I'm concerned. But we'll move on from that. What about yourself pre-game, Chaz? Do you feel like this was going to be a drubbing? What did you put in the predictions?
So, initially, Ash asked for predictions quite late on Friday when I was very drunk, and I was like, 1-1, because I'd forgot who we were playing and I wasn't paying attention. And then I woke up in the morning and was like, why the hell did I say that? Oh my God, please, please, please. Ash, can I change it? So I went 3-1. Absolute genius. Turns out, sober me knows what she's talking about. Drunk me had no idea. Drunk me didn't even know we were playing Ipswich. So not great.
So,
yeah, I
shout
didn't
out.
even. Yeah, I couldn't even be optimistic enough to think that we'd get a point. So I think everyone had the same kind of expectation of, we're obviously going to lose. Please don't humiliate us. Like, please just don't make it be like 10-0, please, God. So my expectations were, just don't be the most humiliating game we've played this season. Like, don't win the easiest award ever, which is beating Sheffield Wednesday. Like,
no, it wasn't. But while you were talking there, I did some digging, got the prediction graphic up. You and I nailed it, Chaz.
I nailed it. Never in doubt. Never been wrong.
3 years we've been doing this. Ash, you just missed out. Sheffield Wednesday started well. However, we did get a scare early doors from our ex-alumni. Of course, we did in George Hurst. Now, just wanted to take a brief sidebar. Do we dislike George Hurst? I know he likes a goal against us, but I feel like that is another indictment of Chansiri's ownership, the George Hurst debacle, rather than the player himself.
Yeah, I don't think personally I have any real thoughts against George Hurst, apart from obviously playing against us. Look, there's always two sides in there, and you're never ever gonna get the truth out of either one or believe what happened. But yeah, it is looking like it's another Chansiri masterstroke into it that happened. But my recollection is rubbish anyway. Everyone knows my memory is crap, but I can't really ever remember George Hurst really pushing for a starting place or like Cadamartri did. That Cadamartri come in, similar sort of age, battered his way through, got a couple of goals.
Do you remember them days? Do you remember them?
Yeah. I can't remember George Hurst being that
sought after.
So yeah, do you know what I mean? The clamoring, there was a clamoring for him to play because of his name and who he was, but I can't remember that he was pushing and pushing. So for me, I'd have loved to for him to start and play and things, but obviously things happened and he wanted more money or he wanted a bigger contract or anything like that. But then Chansiri thought better, or he thought better, and let him go for peanuts. So yeah.
I saw him against Cambridge away in the cup a few years ago, and he wasn't that great, but he seemed to be turning it on for England, didn't he? He seemed to be scoring for England under 18s, under 21s, and then I think what stuck with me was when he left was how Leicester sort of worked it, was the fact that he went to their Belgian team, which meant that they didn't have to pay any sort of compensation. And I think that left a nasty taste in your mouth. Whatever happened with Chansiri and his dad and so on and so forth was bad enough. But to then the way he went to Leicester through a backdoor route, wasn't it? That meant that there was no money that came into Wednesday, and that's the thing that got me was how he went. Rather than obviously with the Cadamartri's younger brother going to Man City, that was a gentleman's agreement and we got money over it. And I think that's what stunk at the time, was the whole way Leicester went about it. Bear in mind, at the time, Leicester were awash with cash after winning the Premier League. And then they had to go and nick, theoretically, a player who was a bright, shining star for Wednesday for absolutely sweet Fanny Adams, which stunk a bit, really.
I feel like that's the thing that sticks in the craw. I don't think it's the players' fault, as it were. But listen, let me just take a break from football just for this second, because I do need to address something. Now, today I was on one of those god-awful Zoom calls with work, and I don't know if you can see, if anybody's watching this, if you listen to this in the car, it's going to be a frustrating piece of radio. But if I move in, you will notice tonight that I have the eyebrows of a Vulcan from Star Trek. And what's happened is I've got myself a new Botox lady, and it's, if you look, you can see, can't you? Chaz has spotted it straight away. I can't see if I don't lift my eyebrows up a little bit. I've got those hooded eyes, and they get worse as you get old and all the rest of it. Ergo the Botox, and as a result, the crow's feet have had a really good kick in with the Botox, but not the rest of my eyebrow. So I've got these big L-shaped things stuck to the top of my forehead. So no photos this Christmas for the Fudgemeister General. So if you are watching and you are wondering what's up with Dan's face, have a minute, live long and prosper. But let's move on.
What the fuck are we?
All about?
Look, Daniel.
Look, Dan, you're going to be 50 soon. Just embrace it. Embrace the age.
Yep.
Look, we're all friends, and there's these tens of people watching and stuff like that. You're not bad for your age, Dan. You've gone to the gym.
Right.
You're Dame Judy Hench. You've done the Alan Rickson diet, and you've been pumping the iron. Mate, just let it go gracefully, mate. You've got a lovely lock of hair, all dyed and luscious.
I tell you what, I haven't dyed the hair. It's just the teeth and the forehead and the gym work and the
you say that.
You say
that. You say that. I've got a 17-year-old who questions your hair colour.
Well, no, I tell you what, I've grown it, and I don't know if you can see. I've got this big flock of grey just happening here. It's a whole thing. But let's not dissect my appearance.
Shall we go back to
George Hurst?
Yeah,
let's get back to George Hurst, that rat bastard. So anyway, Chaz, then we nearly scored. There was a moment where we nearly one.
Maybe next time.
We had one cleared off the line, didn't we?
It was really good clearance, actually. To be fair, really good clearance. Really decent shot. Was it? I want to say it was J-Lo. I want to say.
Yes,
it was J-Lo.
Broke really well as well. Took it really well.
For once, went ball net forward goal line. Oh my goodness. And made the connection between ball going towards net, and were it not for an absolute, maybe not a worldie, but a very good clearance off the line. It was one of those annoying ones where it absolutely looked like it was in until it wasn't as well. That where you're literally it's absolutely gone in. Oh wait, no, it's got foot to it. Positive shot on target. We like them. They're great. They're almost goals. You can almost win games with them. Woohoo! It's so exciting.
But then Ash, the same geezer in Cedric Kipré, headed in from what's become a basic issue that we seem to have had at the club under a couple of managers, under a couple of squad rotations. Are we practicing set pieces at this club or what?
You mentioned it there, Dan. It's gone over a fair few years, few managers, lots of coaches, and a lot of centre-half partnerships and defensive partnerships. There is just something ingrained in Sheffield Wednesday that cannot defend set pieces. It is getting laughable, isn't it? The amount of set pieces, goals we concede from set pieces with differing goalkeepers, different defenders. Like I said, managers think, I just don't know what it is. Is it I don't know what's the I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Lack of
heading
concentration,
defending.
It is laughable that you just see that anytime there's a corner, a free kick, anything coming in, you're going to go, right, that's a goal. And it was basically a free header. I think it was it Iorfa? It was Iorfa's man. And he had got his arms all over him, but you expect that, don't you, at a corner? If he's going to get given, he's going to get given. If it's not, then you're just going to defend and get it away. And he gets hustled off the ball, and it's a free header. No complaints apart from shite at defending again.
How does a man who's the first man to the ball miss the header? Who's 6 foot? How tall is Dominic Iorfa?
It's impressive, isn't it?
How tall is he? I mean, if you stood in a queue at post office, who's the tallest man there? Dominic Iorfa waiting for his first class stamp for
You'll never sing that.
You turn around and you'd be like, "Hey, Big Dom. Now then, how's the doing?" Right? Des Walker was 4'3" compared to Dominic Iorfa and won every header. Right?
Yeah.
The ball comes in. He's between the man and the ball, and the man behind him, who's nowhere near as tall as Dominic Iorfa, scores with a header. The guy, he's starting to do my head in. I know Holly hates him, but fucking hell, Dominic. And who keeps renewing his contract? I mean, we all go, oh, God, like Josh Windass needs his contract renewing. This guy needs his contract renewing. Nobody ever goes, Dominic Iorfa, he's somebody we really need to sign his. And for some reason, he's been with us 15 years, and I've never known anybody re-sign his contract. Did Steve Bruce go, fuck them rat bastards, I'm going to watch cricket, sign Dominic Iorfa, then I'm going to fuck off to Newcastle. I'm signing him a 20-year contract. What the fuck? He's crazy.
The only thing I will say in Dominic Iorfa's defence is Ash is right.
He can't spell defence, Charlie.
Ash is right. Why have we been so shit at it forever? The first 3 notes I made on my little notes today are: why can't anyone in this club take a set piece? Why can't anyone in this club defend a set piece? Why has this been true for 80 years? Like, why? Like, It's like he is shit, but also, so apparently is everyone who has ever played for a club. It doesn't matter where they come from, and it doesn't matter who's been the manager or the coaches. What is going wrong at this club historically that we cannot defend from set pieces? Why is no one? It's like we've got a new set piece coach in, and you're like, was it his first day on the job? Like, surely there's no possible way that any club can be this bad at something for that long. Like, that is insane, and no one's ever addressed it as a problem. It's how 90% of our goals are conceded and how 0 of our goals are scored, and no one's bothered at all. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an absolute shambles. And John Wakefield summed it up with who's least confident, our defenders when a set piece or Fudge about his eyebrows. Then I've got Jay Blogs going, Fudge's eyebrows look like Pedersen's tactics board. And Jay Blogs actually put a decent comment in here because, I don't get to say this very often these days, but I enjoyed the first half. And I felt like it was quite a decent first half. There was chances there was endeavour, there was fight, went into the half-time break. Only 1-0 down. And then Ash, we conceded one of the daftest bloody goals. I mean, I've got to give Ipswich the flowers on it as well. Give them a bit of credit. That was a wonderful counter-attack move. But the way the first fella managed to dribble through 6 of our players, then play a 1-2, and all of a sudden the geezers. I mean, run me through it, Ash, because it just gives me the mug on. This is up there with Fusiri last week getting sent for a bag of chips.
It was, it was counter-attacking football, and it just cut us open in the middle of the park. Someone, you get that tactical foul, don't you? And they just bring them down because they're on the attack, and just bring them to take the yellow card and stop the attack. And no one did anything, did they? Like you said, they just played it straight through. It was Philogene, weren't it? I do like the look of Philogene. I think he played well when he was at Hull.
Literally one of the best players in the league, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, the corner that they scored from came from that overhead kick, didn't it? That he smashed against the beans.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was come up inside of the post, went in and put out. And then he bared down on Charles, didn't he? And it's a 1-on-1. You always. The keeper's always going to be up against it when it's 1-on-1, but he could have been a little bit better, but it's an hard one. But yeah, it's
chance. He didn't have a chance though, did he, Ash? I mean, there was Cooper running back. I watched the highlights because I didn't actually watch the game on Saturday because I've just given up, and literally just given up, and he was running forward, and you had Cooper, who's like 400 years old. I mean, he's nearly as old as me. And he was the only one busting the gut coming back. And he just thought, and I was like, what's going on here? And the young kid, Otabeo, he's like, la, 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 la. Even Palmer was running back, and Palmer running back isn't that quick. And you just felt sorry. He felt sorry for Pierce Charles because he was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, it just kind of looks up and goes, here we go again. I tell you what, let's. So as it stands right now, we're 2-0 down.
The Wednesday week will be back soon. Oh, yeah.
And then we had something positive to talk about the other side of this advert break, Simon. So you're looking at the updates, and then you look down, your phone buzzes away, and Sheffield Wednesday had scored a goal.
Yes, it was. And it was a messy one, wasn't it? But at the end of the day,
They all
our
count.
lad again, who's almost as old as me, gets the ball and just centre back. Hang on, he's a centre back. Gets ball, and he looks like he's under duress playing Sheffield Wednesday. That somebody's got his family in somewhere, locked away in the cellar.
Yeah, blink
That's
if you're
why he's
all right,
playing
Liam.
for us. And he just hits it towards goal, and it was a great finish. It was a lovely, messy, horrible centre back scoring a goal, not on his head. Just, I'm going to have a go. Bosh, back at net.
Just kicked it right hard.
It comes from Bannon not clearing the first man from the free kick as well. Bannon's free kick hit the first man. It dropped to Cooper, who just swung his.
He just swung his leg. I love goals like that. I love messy centre back goals like that. I love the fact that you can see them going, oh, bollocks. Centre back's just hit it and it's got it back in there. There's no skill to it. It's just gone, have it. And there you go. Back at net, Bosh. 2-1. And at that point, I'm thinking, here comes the comeback.
Here we go, lads.
He did something Ugbo has failed to do, is that swing his leg in it.
Swing your leg and hit it towards goal and it's going to go in. Or it's going to come off somebody's arse and go in. Just have a go. Don't run around pretending you're a striker and then walk off and not clap at people and this, that, and the other. Over to you, Dan.
Chaz, pick it up. I'm having a beer.
I was just going to say, it's great that Cooper's decided that if Ugbo can't be a striker, he will. He's just like, let me try something, lads. Oh, it worked. I kicked it really hard in that way, and it went in. And the thing is it didn't inspire anyone else to do the same, unfortunately. I did wonder, because obviously Jamal Lowe had a chance doing a similar thing in the first half, so you think, oh, maybe the penny's starting to drop. Unfortunately not, but it was nice to score a goal. I do think, weirdly, we are scoring some goals. We're always losing games, but weirdly, we do score some goals.
Unless we're at home.
And then we don't score any goals. But yeah, it was nice, and it was nice for him to get that as well. It was one of those nice away goals as well, where the crowd did that, where it's like that. It's not gone in. Oh, it actually has gone in. It was that nice of sound.
The one where you've stood up and you kind of hunched over like an armadillo. Do I get up? Do I get down?
It's right the other end as well. So everyone's like, yeah, it was a good one.
I think after the first half performance that Jay Bloggs did say it then, I think we deserved it. I really do. I think, obviously, going into it, 6-0 last time out. I mean, the first half performance, I know we went in 1-0 down and but I did think we acquitted ourselves pretty well. We've gone on about the starting 11 so many times now, and it's becoming a thing of, just saying it is what it is. We can't do with that starting 11. Apart from, now, the difference is Valerie and Fuseri have gone to AFCON. So obviously they're out with it. So it will change, but whoever's comes in, we've not got no strength in depth at all. So whoever's going to be coming in and starting that 11, it's always going to be an uphill battle. And I thought the first half was good. So for Cooper to get that goal, how scrappy it is, like Si said, I think we deserved it. I think it just gave probably a little bit of a impetus to not that the away crowd needs it, because they're always up for it, aren't they? But they haven't got that 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 down. They're at 2-1 and it is there, and you could see a little bit of belief from the players on the running back after Cooper scored. We're in a game, we're still in it, we're competitive, we're not turning round at 4-0 down going, oh bloody, here we go again. And so I think with whatever it was, I think they scored on 85th, 86th minute. We were in it for 15, 20 minutes, weren't we, in that second half?
Yeah. If you look at if you're going to take any positives out of this, firstly is how amazing our fans were. Just absolutely, because it's a rate trek in it to Suffolk. I've done it a few times, and it's just a most awful trek, and they're very partisan. It's a very small ground. It's a very close-knit ground. It's quite... The fans are on top of you. The away end ain't great. It's close to what UPR's away end's like. The fact that they've scored after Saturday 38 goals. They scored 38 goals, and we've scored 16. And
we've scored that many.
Yeah, we
just
scored
about to
60,
say the same thing.
and we've conceded 43, and they've conceded 23. Right, so when you go to a place like that, it like last season where we had far better team and allegedly a far better manager, theoretically, and we got hammered. So to go there and perform like we did, if you're going to take any positives out of it, is the fact that 3-1 to me afterwards felt like a bit of a result because, as you saw with my prediction, I think I was 4. I think Stevie was 5. There was only a couple of you who were in the lower echelons. We were all going for a massive stonking. And you know what? We actually only came out 2 goals down from it, so I'm actually feeling quite happy.
We've played a hell of a lot. We've played a hell of a lot worse against much worse teams, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like we've. I think ultimately we always run out of gas. We always run out of steam, and we just don't have the depth. And I know, like, it's making excuses, but I think you actually can make that excuse. I mean, the Norwich game really sticks in my mind. We played really well against quite a dog shit team who were really struggling, but ultimately, even the dog shit teams have got choices they can make. So with Ipswich, the idea of, in many ways, they should almost be like, did we only score 3 goals against this and conceded
that's
one?
a shit result for them.
If anything, it is, and not, it sounds like cope, but it is true. Like the fact that it could have been so much worse, and it was last season, is like it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. It's still a loss, but it does, at least it's better. And I always think about the away fans. It's like they got to celebrate a goal. They didn't watch us get beat 6-0. There's a little bit of something in there that's worth like celebrating.
I tell you what, Chaz, I've been to a good few away games, and I must admit the football comes about 4th in things that I go to away games for. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays.
Ipswich managed to bring off a winger off the bench that is worth more than our club who's going for currently. So that's that, isn't it? So it's
wow.
And this is where we are. And you know what is, if we're going to go on the negative side, is that we were actually challenging up there a few years ago with Ipswich. That we were a club that, you look at that, and the heavy size there, Chaz, is just. And if anything can be done from now on, is if whatever buys us, whoever it might be, a hamster, I don't know, it is to look at that business model that Ipswich have done, because they haven't done a Birmingham. They've worked from within, and they've created a team that looks like could. They have, and it looks like a team that could go back up this season. If it wasn't for they will push Coventry and Borough towards the end of the season, and they've probably got a stronger team.
I got chirped at today by a Hull City fan, and and I was saying that the quality of the Championship this season is quite poor. The fact that also ran teams who you would put 5th or 6th in Coventry and Middlesbrough absolutely romping the league says a lot about the Championship. And the reason being is that Southampton have come down and been trash, as of Leicester City, and they've got points deductions looming. Norwich have been awful. Blackburn have been awful. Sheffield Wednesday have gone through everything that they've gone through. This is not a competitive Championship, which makes it more irritating for me that the things that we've been going through with the chairman. It was laid out this year that this is going to be a poor level Championship year. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't got Leeds who are smashing everybody 4-0 every week and then get battered up in the Premier League. We haven't got Burnley defending the way out of the league, who somehow have become this bouncing between Premier League team. You know what I mean? Like it's not a high quality Championship, and I find it more frustrating that we're going through this year, because it just fucks me.
Are you almost saying what could it have been done? If all this had come out a year before, or we sit there. Next year. And we sit there, what ifing. But bear in mind now, we're going to have 3 teams come down from the Premier League
next year, let's say, right, by some miracle, and I know it's ridiculous to say that we stay up next year, Championship's going to have 3 teams coming down from the Premier League, and it's going to have Leicester City already having had served their points deduction. Southampton will have their shit together now because it's going to be a bigger ask than usual for them to get promoted. And we've got teams at the top like Preston and Stoke who are mid-table Championship teams, over the averages over the years. It's going to be a difficult year next year for those teams that come up out of League One. But, it won't matter because we'll be playing Fleetwood and Burton, or, you know what I mean, or whatever. Can't wait. I'm just going to go, before I get to this last goal, I'm going to go through a couple of comments. So Jay Bloggs has gone with our subs can't change games and are coming back from injuries, so they only get certain minutes. There's no to bring on. And fatigue does kick in. It really is evident when you look at it. And then Jay also went with, let's be honest, out of the entire squad, there's no more than 5 we'd keep, not counting the under-18s. 5's optimistic there, Jay, I think, but but you're right. And John Wakefield said it was such a rare sight to see us score a goal. Fudge, you're still looking shocked. Again, I feel like I've shared too much. I did, like when Wayne Rooney had his hair stitched in and he just turned into the steer and he went, I'm owning this. Like, I've had my head done, yep, get off it.
There are times when you should have your Botox and it's not after you're surprised. When you just got out of bed or something like that.
Oh, you should have seen it. Do you remember the second lockdown when we all had to wear masks and it was 6 people in a boozer and stuff like that? And I'd go to work and I'd have a mask on. And behind this mask, I'm smiling. But there's no difference. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I remember having a tear up with a fella at the front door and he's going, you're a bit aggressive, aren't you? I went, I'm actually smiling, brother. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
It's like a gym full of middle-aged ladies, your face.
What's that? What, the amount of plastic slacked into it?
I'm just they're sweating and they're really struggling, but they've all got the same expression.
Yeah, exactly that. That was my.
Sorry about that, then.
Right then. So anyway, Chaz, let's get into this. Let's get into this last goal because this one pissed me right off. It gave me the right this one. So Jack Clarke wrapped up the scoring for Ipswich with a late strike to make it 3-1. Everybody pushed forward. Otabayo went tearing in to then. What was
not
the
do
fucking point of
anything.
that?
I don't know. And also, Ipswich took the piss. Why did they have to score a 3rd goal? Like, obviously, from getting my prediction right point of view, I was like, hooray! But it was like that's just so mean and unnecessary. You were still getting your 3 points at 2-1. It felt, and I don't think it actually was, but it felt really soon after our goal. Am I right in that? Was it really soon after, or did it just feel that way?
Minutes.
16 minutes, yeah.
Okay, right. So
it was like a third of the half.
Yeah, I was like, for some reason, it almost felt like maybe I was just so jubilant at scoring a goal that I was coasting on that feeling. Yeah, I don't know what he was
walking
doing.
around the house going, we did a goal.
I'm ringing everyone I know, going through the phone book, and then suddenly I was like, never mind, we've conceded another one. I will just say, I never thought we were getting another one. Just throwing that out there. I really was like, obviously we're not going to get another one, and we're not going to draw and get a point against Ipswich. So I wasn't disappointed. It just felt like insult to injury. But yeah, I don't know what Otabayo did. He's sort of, it was like on The Sims when you get them to do something and then you give them a different command before they finish that, and they just suddenly sort of stop and don't do anything else. It was like he'd run out of and he was like. And it just, I don't really know what happened. And I appreciate maybe they're tired, maybe they're done in, they're over it. But it was like, don't even bother running if you're gonna not do anything. Don't. Really? Is there anything I can do to? Have you guys got the? I'll get the next one. It was really pointless and annoying. It's just annoying. It's like there's no need to concede a 3rd goal. It was fine. Just leave it at 2-1. It was
just nasty, Ash. But that, like Charlie's really measured about it. But Ash, that was rubbish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fucking gash, wasn't it? It was. No, I mean, look, the 3rd goal broke the first. Was it the first one? Weren't it? Apologies. Counter-attacking thing on the same side. Second, on the same side. Coming down, Otabayo did well, tracking back, got there, and like you say, he just
shit the bed.
The windows didn't they? Shut down, didn't they? he didn't do anything. And then Jack Clarke just poked it past Pierce Charles. Yeah, I think 2-1 down. You've always got that chance, haven't you? You've always got that belief of 20 minutes to go. We could push on and get something, and it would have been fantastic. But once again, masters of our own downfall again, aren't we? I don't know what it was. Don't know why. He did all the right things apart from the last second.com. So it's frustrating, isn't it? Look, it's frustrating. 86 minutes. We've still got a few minutes to go, but
the problem is right when you get one back with like 20 minutes to play, you can't help but hope, can you? You can't help but sit there and go, aye. They're on the ropes here, lads. Let's get another one. Let's take some points off Ipswich like we did Birmingham. Come on, we're mint. And then it just really takes the wind out your sails, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
We just haven't got the quality, or because we're so threadbare, we haven't got the fitness either, have we? So this seems to strike me every time we go a goal down that the team look. Their heads go because they realise they haven't got that extra. There isn't anybody's come off the bench who can give them that extra impetus, and also as well the lads on the bench, lads who are playing, all look to me absolutely fucking booked. Excuse my French. They're knackered.
And they're knackered every week, aren't they?
Every week.
It's not even just the game; it's the relentlessness of playing week in, week out, no matter what.
You look at Svanti, who to me has this. I think he makes up for the fact he's not the most skillful player in the fact that he's got a fantastic engine, and he will go up and down and run up and down, and he was one of them ones I can imagine Gary Megson would love running up the cop in the day, and he has got nothing. There's just nothing left in the tank for the lad, and I feel for him because the player is all about running up and down pitch because he isn't the best crosser of the ball, he isn't the best striker of the ball, but it's all about winning the ball, getting the tackles in and providing the ball then to the more talented players. And that's gone because he is absolutely fucked. And he's the one I would say has got the most energy amongst the side. So when you look at people like Bannon, you look at people like Palms and stuff like that, lads unfortunately are heading towards the end, the twilight of their career. If Svanti can't run up and down pitch, then what's the hope at rest of them? And then we've got lads like Otabeo and stuff like that who I don't want to have a go at him because he's a young lad and he's at the fledgling of his career, and my son's in the same position, but he's just not good enough. Unfortunately, he's not good enough, and this having to play him like we are doing, we're going to kill some of these players because they just aren't good enough.
Who knows what they'd be like in a better team? I've been thinking this a lot about like Cadamartri and some of the younger players. I think of it for Charles as well. Is like Charles has made a couple of goalkeeping errors at times, and you think, because he's a young, competent keeper who has no faith in his defense whatsoever. So imagine that like added layer of everything. It's the same, like, like who knows how good a player Otabio would be if he wasn't surrounded by other shit players. Like we always say Bannon plays his worst when he can't trust the people around him. And I think that's probably just true for all of them. None of them have got anything. There's no little magic link up. There's no little smart little bits that are working, little partnerships. Little, the closest we've got is like Bannon and McNeil have played like, Bannon and Amas have had nice little bits, but it's not enough. Like none of it's gelling properly. And it's sad because you worry you're going to kill the confidence of these younger players as well, or kill them because we've broken half of the poor buggers. Like God knows what we're either running the old ones into the ground or running the young ones into the ground. And it's ridiculous.
I think Charlie, we're at that point. I think we're at that point now. If you look at the results, I really do. I missed the Derby game because I was working down south, but you look at how like they lose confidence so quickly because like Sheffield United, we came out at them like 100 mile an hour and then they scored early doors, 18 minutes and stuff like that, and you could just see them the shoulders drop, and
they'd had the puff taken out of them.
Yeah, they did, and in the past you've looked around the team and there's been them players like the Windassers and players like that who you think these are the players that turn up for these games and can bring them out of it, and we ain't got them. No, and you look at the bench and we ain't got that, and Bannon, and put me, it's depressing, isn't it? Bannon's at that age where, unfortunately, he's a great player, but I think this is that season where maybe it's a little too much. Maybe
you can't do everything.
Can't do everything.
You can't fight every fire.
And I think a man of my age and the rest of us who've watched Wednesday for a long old time, this is probably one of the worst seasons we've seen in our lifetimes. And it's not down to players; it's been down to one man, and it's so depressing. And if we're feeling it, what the fucking hell are the players feeling? You know,
I feel for
Jesus.
it. I feel for it. Right then, let's put one of these in, and then we'll go into some comments and talk about something else.
Hold tight, kids, it's advert time. Hold tight, kids, it's advert time.
So, on the back of what we were just talking about, Ipswich were 3-1 winners against Sheffield Wednesday, a beleaguered, exhausted Sheffield Wednesday, and obviously Wednesday week episode will not be right without hearing from you folks. So, Darren Hunt has told us that Ipswich have spent 160 to 185 million on players. Oh, just pounds, just 185 pounds on players. He did correct himself, bless him, on players since 2022. So, Simon, you were talking about the way then they went about it in terms of moving forward. Stuck with their manager and recruited well. Matt Talbot has said he's sick of seeing Ingleson's long throws as it's a free header for defenders, which it is, because I think who was it last week that was talking that we don't have any real height in the box, and we're just
me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these. All our players are tiny and short.
Dom Iorfa, who can't defend a header, and he can't score an header.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's tall. He's not worked it out yet. He's not worked that out. All our players are short.
What is it? It's like that scene from Alan Partridge where he's got those chickens in a shed and they're walking around going, "Why am I so massive?" That's Dominic Iorfa just realising he's a big stag. Jay Blogs, in reference to Gabriel Otabeo's defensive capabilities, was if Otabeo didn't sidestep like he'd just seen a big pile of dog shit, I think it would have been a better finish to the game, which is correct. Ash got some kudos here, saying "gash" is a fine turn of phrase. He was kudos on that one, Ash. And John Wakefield has gone at 2-1. We were on top. Their keeper went down and killed our momentum. Top shithousery, and that is an issue within the game, and I feel like we need to do something about it. We also referenced last week the amount of corners that Sheffield Wednesday have had and scored none from. I think even the band now have stopped doing that rapid drum beat that they do. When we get a corner, they go, boop, 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 boop. We go, yeah, it's a corner. Don't worry about it, lads. We're all right. We can't even attack the bloody things anymore. So let's move on to something else now. I tell you what, actually, before I go on to something else, we do have the statistics ready. The expected goals, if you are an XG guy, played out as the score played out. But they were better in every measure in terms of going forward. So passes attempted was nearly twice what we attempted. Passes completed was more than twice than what we completed. Most concerning there, pass accuracy, 62%. Now, the biggest one, because it's more than the last two games put together, is that we had 3 shots on target, ladies and gents. 3 shots on target. That progress. Pedersen in. It's all
What was
happening.
the third shot? There was the cleared off the line.
Cooper's goal.
And then what was the other one?
I don't know. Just check it.
Okay, I believe you.
They felt sorry for us.
Yeah.
Dom Iorfa. It were a Dom Iorfa header.
Sure.
I bet it weren't on purpose anyway.
All right, Ash.
I don't believe you. So that was the fallout of the game. Now, this week there has been a lot of rumors again circulating around the takeover and things like that. And oh my God, my life, lads, have a minute. Everybody wants to be the person that breaks it. I don't want updating. I know this is going to sound ridiculous, and I kind of want to get your gauge on it and get the listeners' gauge on it as we talk about this week's hot topic. So this week's hot topic is about the ITK accounts and the breaking of the news and things like that. And I want to get your comments in to talk about it. Now, as it stands right now, there's a lot of rumours going around about various people who are in the running for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not really interested in that. It's more the accounts endeavouring to break the news that's getting up my ass rather than anything else. If that makes sense. So we're getting these unconfirmed rumors that this is happening and this is happening, and then we had those cryptic tweets last week and things like that. Why can't we just Chaz, why can't we just wait to see him on the pitch holding a scarf or a shirt or outside the south stand? You know what I mean? Because I think, do you reckon there's an element of everybody being wound up a little bit by the names that are getting mentioned with no real backing in it?
I think I remember when there was like takeovery, will we get sold rumors when Chancellor was still in post before admin, and it never came to anything. It was this and it was that. And all anyone said on Twitter around that time was, a real deal will take time. A real deal. We won't hear a lot of information because they'll be signing NDAs. A real buyer won't be, the deal won't be played out over Twitter. And now we're in a situation with real adults in the real boardroom doing things. And everyone's like, why hasn't South Stand Pies confirmed who is going to be buying Sheffield Wednesday? Why hasn't Chris Wigfield put a meme out to tell me it's Mike Ashley? It's like, genuinely, and I don't even care if this is controversial opinion, everyone needs to shut the hell up and stop and just shut up. Like, it either it's real information that's getting leaked, in which case we're just potentially tanking the future of our club, even engaging in that kind of like gossip and stuff, or, which is far more likely, is they're all morons making shit up all the time, or just going, everyone's got a little bit of info and blowing everything out of proportion, because for what? You're going to get a bunch of Twitter likes for Twitter Blue. Get a life, get a grip, everybody. I'm sorry, I think it's ridiculous. The journalists are breaking stuff that isn't always true, but for the most part, at least the journalists will have used credible sources. If they've been misinformed, that's fine, but at least they're journalists who are actually paid to do these things. I do not understand why I understand that we're all really eager to know what's happening, but the idea that this isn't playing out over Twitter where everyone can access it, good. I don't want the sale of my club to be played out over Twitter by a bunch of crackpots. Like, I don't want that at all. That would be insane. That's why Adam Shaw was always so disappointed, because he was always going on a podcast talking about his business plan. That's mental. Don't do that. Don't live tweet this process. It will take time. It is frustrating. And you're right. It might be at the end of all of this, we don't get a conclusion we're all happy with. At that point, everyone has permission to lose their minds. Up until that point, why are we pre-losing our minds? We're pre-losing our, everyone's like, oh, I'm not renewing my season ticket now. Why? Because a pie might have said something, because a guy that has no information is sharing a WhatsApp with Chris Wigfield in it almost definitely is not accurate. There's no way that's true. If it is true, that sucks, but it's like everyone's getting pre-upset about everything. Yeah. And I can't understand how we've gone from being like, we'll be patient because the right deal takes time and NDAs will be signed, and I don't even want to hear any names, because why would we want to know that information? Because that means things aren't being done. And then somebody's like, when will Joe Cran break this news? I'm sick of not hearing about whether it's Mike Ashley or not. You can't win. It's crazy. And as for the in the know accounts, anyone who's truly in the know would not be tweeting about it. So
well,
Charlie,
we've had a comment there from we've had a comment there from John Wentfield saying, "So Charlie, you're saying you're a fan of ITK or not?" I am not. I don't think your rousing speech got your point across there, Chaz. But it's nice to know where you are. Seriously, Simon, what do you reckon? Do you feel like some of our fans have been kind of sexed up a little bit by because bear in mind, people like the mega billionaires that have been mentioned, we haven't had them confirm it. A lot of it's been on the grapevine of these billionaires, and because people like Mike Ashley get mentioned, and it's not one of those American franchise billionaire owners, everybody's like Charlie says, pre-pissed off. Like, we haven't had any confirmation that they're involved, lads.
Heaven forbid that we would choose between an American billionaire and an English billionaire. I mean,
but there's an element that we might be annoyed.
There's a billion here and a billion there to take away. Right. It's just, I'm massively in the camp of Charlie here. It's just fucking bullshit. Right. So, right. Cast your mind back. I can cast my mind back a lot longer than you guys. Right. Is that, it used to be the Green Un. Do you remember the Green Un?
I do remember the Green Un.
Yeah. People used to write into the Green Un. used to read letters.
I love that you went down. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nostalgia Cast.
Nostalgia Week with Simon. So this is the man
Remember
who
kettles
doesn't have,
we used to have to
this
put
is
in
the
the
man
fire.
who doesn't have Botox nor does dye his hair. So this is. So you used to go into the gate or the railway, and there'd be a bloke at bar going, "Fucking hell, Ron Atkinson's ain't got a fucking clue how to play John Sheridan. Fucking wank. I know who's coming in next week. Going to shine Roy Keane." And everybody would go, "Oh God, pass me a pint of Wards. He's a right knobhead, this guy." But now, all those knobheads have got mobile phones, right? And they call so the pie, for example, brilliant. Called out Alan Nixon. Now he's become an absolute fucking idiot, right? I know everything. No, you don't. You know fuck all, right? There's a company being put in charge of running our administration who ran administration for many other football clubs, Crystal Palace, etc., etc., etc. Loads of other football clubs, right? The fact that he's a Wednesdayite, to be honest, Chris has shot himself in the foot here by saying, I'm a Wednesday fan. Because, to be honest, he should have just kept his gob shut and said, I just work for an administrators, because everybody's gone, oh, he's going to do the best for us. He is going to do the best for us, but he's going to do the best for the fact of he needs to sort out paying the creditors and getting the best person in. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows apart from the administrators. And if it takes next week or the week after that or in January, then we'll get somebody on board. And then when we start moaning about fucking billionaires, you know what? You should see my bank account. There ain't that many zeros, right? It's just like, oh no, Mike Ashley. Oh, we can't have him. The guy's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Come on, he's a fucking billionaire. Jesus Christ. My name is spelled S-I-M-O-N. I know fuck all, right? All I'm doing is sitting here. When's a bloke or a woman turns up in the middle of the centre circle with a scarf saying, I bought Sheffield Wednesday. That's the point where I can go, well, they're shit. Or amazing, right? It's just shut up, the lot of you. It's Christmas. Stop talking bullshit.
I tell you what, Simon, you had Ben go on there say, can't stand him down. The only Simon I like is the original one who was in I2K.
Fuck them all. Fucking, my son, right? Here's one for you. I'm in the know. My son trialled for Wednesday Academy, under 18s. I know that because he bloody did it and it was in the bloody programme, right?
Was
and he might end up playing for Wednesday, right? I know that. And he's actually in the know, right? And he texted me on Friday and went, Dad, I've sent you this. And it was about whatever, billionaire saying he couldn't pay a billionaire couldn't say he couldn't afford to pay the money. And I'm like, text him back. Well, that's bollocks, isn't it? Because you know, he'll just reach behind the sofa and pull about 8 billion out to buy us, right? This is bollocks. Wait until it's sorted.
Exactly that. So, for example, right, before I come to you, Ash, J Blogs, I'm sick of people going on about it, unlike Simon, who was going on about it, but in a different way. They will be who they want, etc. I just want to know when it's done. Me as well. Craig Hayward said, Dan, welcome to the world of social media. Unfortunately, everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame. Yeah, I know that I'm aware of where that sits. And there was a point, right, where you get really addicted to Twitter and you get really sucked in and you start getting the dopamine from the likes and the hits. And then you go, oh, this is like admin now. You know what I mean? It's like a pressure. When you bailed out of Twitter for a couple of months, Chaz, I was actually quite jealous of you.
Best thing ever.
Oh my God. I was going outside. I was breathing in the air. I could hear wind through the trees. I was like skimming stones on lakes. And then suddenly I was like, I feel like I want to go back to the steaming bin fire of shit that is Sheffield Wednesday Twitter. Woo! In I go. And I've never regretted a decision more. What is wrong with me? Taking psychic damage from my phone every single day. And for what? Nothing. To occasionally post a meme. That's all I do.
But there you go, right? So John Wakefield said, new owners, new players, it's all the same. Football fans have always wanted rumours. If it wasn't on social media, people would be calling Team Talk. Hey, do you remember Team Talk?
0898.
Oh God, I don't want not them one side. That's unlocked memory there.
No,
And then-
I'm a bit older than you. I remember
Yeah.
TikTok.
And then billionaire, never heard of him, slams fist on table. I'm not having John billionaire. Right, Ashley, before I come to you and because Matt Davies said, Ash, do us a favour, give our group a mention when you can as well, please. So you're going to get the adverts in as well, mate. So I will come to something else before I come to you, Ash. I will give you subsequent information. Now, my part-time colleague Simon Jordan's been on. He's been back on the radio today, and he's been asked about Sheffield Wednesday. Now, this is a little bit wordy, so bear with me. So SJ has said Chansiri wants to get paid 15 million for all the car crashes that he's put upon this football club. The EFL preserves that rule. He continued, what's happening is all these buyers that apparently led the administrator to believe that it was a 30 million plus sale on the table have suddenly disappeared. And Ashley's gone, I tell you what, I'll give you a fiver. Call me when you need me. That's what he said last week. And he'll pay the price that he wants to pay for this football club, which is how you buy a distressed asset. And all these so-called know-it-all Sheffield Wednesday fans are passing observations about how it gets done now, and it doesn't get done. The reality of it is that you've got a couple of people that are pining on about how this football club should be bought. If you buy a football club properly, you start with the dynamics of how you run it properly, and you don't want to give the money to the people who don't have it. The EFL and the administrator and perhaps the regulator should be brought into play to find a way, even if you have to sanction them. Ignore the precedent of what happened to Derby. It's guidance to take 15 points and give them to give the 15-point deduction to them this season. They're relegated anyway. We'll take the 15 points this season. Why have you got to give Chansiri 15 to 20 million? Because that's what he wants, basically, because ultimately that's the rule. That's why I walked away now, but my guys may well be back in. Ooh. That was on the radio today. So Ash, have you got any more inference into today's hot topic?
No, mate, not really. Unfortunately, Dan, we are people of social media in just the nature of what we do. There's always going to be people want to break news, do news. Guilty of it myself as well. Get on there as quick as possible, put a tweet out about whatever it is. There's people that want to do that, and I can't begrudge that because I've done it myself. But yeah, I'm the same. I've put it in our group chat that I'm just sick of it. I've said it. I say it with transfers as well as selling of my club. Is that I just want to see whoever it is in the centre circle or touching the welcome to Hillsborough sign, like Simon got accused of earlier today. It was funny, that was North Yorkshire Owls. Everyone thought he was the new. A couple of people thought he was the new owner. Unfortunately, not. He's. I'm not. I'm just sick of it. It's if people want to. The thing is, though, you don't have to view it. So on social media, people can put whatever they want. These in the know accounts, they can spout whatever. It's up to you to read it, to interact with it, and choose not to. So it's easy just to ignore it and move on. For me, I know a lot of people can't do that. They do want to interact. That's their prerogative. But yeah, it isn't. It just doesn't seem to be helping, does it? No. Nothing like that helps. It always comes across as a hindrance. People putting out these screenshots, if that's true, or from a WhatsApp chat, if it's true, if it's fake, if it's made up, just if it's true, why are you sharing shit like that? If it's fake, why are you spending the time making shit like that up? That's where I am.
Even if it's not fake, right? Men's group chats are an absolute toilet. Chaz, have you ever been introduced to a bloke's group chat?
I'm in one.
Yeah, I was.
She's in last man standing.
50% gym, and the other 50% is poo. That's all it is. It's just gym and poo. And occasionally really knob gags, really rude jokes. That's all it is.
I think the problem we've got here is that the EFL state that if we go into administration, which we have done, is that major creditors, as far as what I understand, is they've got to get 25 pence in the pound. This is where this 15 million's coming from Chansiri. And the fact is that if a buyer comes in and goes, no, fuck you, I'm not paying that 25p in the pound, then the EFL go, we'll deduct another 15 points off you. And I think this is where Simon Jordan's coming from, is the fact of well, what's the fucking point in taking 15 points off us next season? You may as well just take them off now because you're relegated already. If you do it next season, that's just punishing the club once more.
Yes.
The problem with the problem with Simon Jordan is that he hasn't done a great deal of. He wasn't that particularly good at running another football club, was he? In regards to Crystal
that's
Palace?
Just got me fired from TalkSport. Thanks a lot.
And that's what Begbie's got involved in the first place was in regards to football clubs going into administration. So, Dan, I know he's a work colleague of yours, but he's about as much ITK as the fucking rest of them. So, to be honest, shut your mouth and let's just wait until the person stands in the middle. And you know what? I hope it's Charlie. I hope Charlie's sat there and she's going, well, actually, I've got several billion here. And she stands in front because there can't be many more passionate than Chasler with a Belgian blue and a Wednesday scarf in the middle of the park going, we're going to be sponsored by Bradford Brewery. Well, how amazing would that be?
Let me wrap this up because Charlie needs to finish at 9 o'clock, doesn't she? She's given up her time now. Just to peek you behind the curtain, ladies and gents, Charlie's got company round, and as you can see, she's kicked everybody out of the living room, so they're all hiding in the kitchen. So I do need to wrap this up.
God, it makes it sound like I'm running some kind of really sordid thing. I've just got friends coming. That's all.
No, she's got a weird sex cult in the kitchen, and she's left a man chained to something that we can't talk about. But
do you
listen,
know what you've just done to my direct messages on Twitter?
Yeah, I've just absolutely
damage you've just done.
They're bad enough, aren't they, Chaz? Never mind.
Chaz, listen, pour yourself a glass of wine and open the forbidden inbox on X. It's an absolute beauty. Honestly, it's great fun. I've got the Cruz Campo ready for this evening. Please, ladies and gents, don't forget to press the bell. I know that 53% of you are watching this having not subscribed. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Do you know what? You just say that is going to be in the credits next year.
Like and subscribe because I've started watching YouTube people and they all say it. So I'm on it.
You have to say it. You have to say it.
Listen, please like and subscribe.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. Charlie, thank you for giving it your time. Simon, who's not in the know, and Ash, add it on. Go on, mate.
I had any other business, mate. Apologies.
No.
Oh, all right. No,
what is it? Go on, Chad. Go on, Ash. Go on.
No, don't want to keep you too long. No, you're all right.
Not Ash interrupting and then not finishing his point. You never hear of it, do you? Bloody hell.
No.
Ash, finish your news quick, please.
No, it was just we've been busy at TalkSport. No, we haven't. At the Wednesday week, this last week. Important stuff. We had our swap shop last week. We went down a treat. It was fantastic. Thank you very much for everyone who turned up. It was great. We had a good laugh. It was great to see everyone. And not quite finished my sticker album, but I'm there on the way. And then also a couple of things. We helped out at the community project Christmas luncheon. So we were there.
Tell us about that, mate. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The community project Sheffield Wednesday, they're their own charity. They put on every year Christmas luncheon for charities in Sheffield. So lots of people come. There were 2 sit-ins, 12:30 and 3:30. Loads of kids, loads of old people. There was homeless charities there. It was fantastic. And
did the man in the suit turn up? Did he?
Yeah, the man in the big red and white suit. Unfortunately, yeah, I know he did. And then there was some raffles that they did and gave out some sticker books and all that good stuff. Yeah, it was fantastic. Really pleased to be involved with that. It was fantastic. I had a real good time. It was good. And then the last bit is that if you've seen on social media that we have sponsored a football team.
Oh my God, this is actually mega news. Let me wrap it up quickly because Charlie's got somebody with a rubber mask on the face and chained to a pipe somewhere. Go on.
Not sponsored by the Wednesday week.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Wednesday week rubber mask.
So we have proud sponsors of Liam Palmer's School of Excellence under 8s team. So we've kitted them out in some training gear and stuff. And if you see on the socials, they've got their little Wednesday week badge on the back of their coats. So yeah, really proud of that. It's fantastic. Thank you very much to Liam Palmer for letting us do that. It was,
can they play? Can they play? Are they eligible to be? I know they can't have gambling sponsors on, but
I did the same joke, Chaz. I did.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! I'm no better than Dan Fudge.
Is Stevie allowed to go down and watch them, or is that?
Oh no, the restraining order kicks in.
Is that still kicked in? Yeah.
Still 500 yards or whatever it is.
Like Palmer was for second goal.
Oh dear me. Yeah. So thank you very much to everyone that's helped us with all that sort of good stuff. It's fantastic. We'll keep on plugging away and doing our community stuff. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure. And from me, have a Merry Christmas.
It's been a hell of a week, hasn't it? I've just realised I nearly finished it when, Ash has been Santa Claus, I've been Santa Claus, Holly's been Santa Claus at charity events. Ash has nearly finished his sticker book and he's too proud to ask. But I'll stitch him up on the internet. If you are collecting the EFL Panini stickers, make sure you get in touch with Ash because his swaps are this big. You know what I mean? I've never seen it like it. Charlie, Ash was more excited about finishing his sticker book than actually than helping out the kids with their new ones, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yep. But I got really into handing out the stickers. Like, I literally felt like a crack dealer. I have to go.
Speaking of crack dealing,
sex thing, Dad, I hate you. You ruined Twitter for me. I'm leaving again. It's gone. It's gone.
Bring him.
The bell's rung. He's rung the bell.
He's rung the bell.
I hate this.
Ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and I hope you all have a good New Year. I think we'll be back probably next week on the Tuesday rather than the Monday because we're playing on Monday night. And all that remains is me to say I hope you have a great Christmas. And for the last time this side of Christmas, see you later.
Every week, live from 8 p.m. It's the Wednesday week. Bringing you football analysis.
They said we'll win the league next season.
Bringing you modern references.
I did a little 1920s fist pump there. Not done that in a while.
If we could do just a 1-to-1, not me because it'd last 7 days apparently, like Craig David.
I should not have said that.
This show's like you're mental. No, I'm not.
Clip that.
Bringing you terrible impressions.
Wibble wobble wobbly wobble wibble wobble Cyber Jordan. When hey, you got to play a 4-4-2. I don't know where these jokes are coming from.
Available on all social medias.
Obviously, this goes out on YouTube and as well as all the other social media out there, podcasts, etc.
The award-winning Wednesday week. Join us.
Put on your pod